might be wondering why I deliberately shapeshifted back right in front of Pink and killed Cyan, fully aware of the fact that Pink would press the button and accuse me. But for you to understand, we have to go back to the beginning. At the start of the round, I moved to the right, into navigation, and flawlessly faked my task. Black was there as well. The opportunity was simply too perfect to resist. I eliminated him in cold blood. I immediately took the form of my partner, Maroon. I left navigation and took the vent to admin. Moments later, the body was reported. Pink stated that the body was near O2. The foolish crewmate suspected a self-report and began accusing Pink, but I instantly intervened. Without hesitation, I accused my own partner, claiming I had witnessed him venting in the cafeteria. In this world, I do not need a partner to achieve my absolute victory. I knew that there was only one engineer in this game. I calculated that if I claimed I saw my partner venting, the crewmates would ask who the real engineer was. And exactly as I had foreseen, Lime revealed his role as the engineer. My pathetic partner was voted out. A necessary sacrifice by my hand. In the next round, I proceeded to the left side and faked a task in reactor. I then moved to security and sealed the doors. Lime could not enter security. I transformed into Pink, took the vent to electrical, and immediately eliminated Brown. Then, I noticed the vent in security opening. It was Lime. In Pink's form, I jumped out of the vent and instantly back in. Gray walked in and reported the body. As expected, Lime instantly accused Pink. Red blindly agreed. But then, I stepped in once again. I saw Pink twice. It has to be a shapeshifter. Lime, however, questioned me. But the other crewmates instantly rushed to my defense. After all, I had exposed the first killer. I had successfully turned all of them into my pawns. Nobody was ejected. I ran all the way down to communications and shapeshifted into White. I then cut the lights, plunging the entire crew into total darkness. Then I eliminated my next victim. The crewmates reported the body and immediately knew a shapeshifter was at work again, so no one was voted out. The lights were still out. I went down and repaired them myself to maintain my flawless alibi. Then I continued to navigation, where Banana crossed my path. I could not resist, but he was a noisemaker. I knew the crewmates would already be rushing to the body. I sprinted upward and vanished into the vent. Purple arrived and approached the body, but Pink got there just before him. Pink immediately accused Purple. Meanwhile, Red began accusing Pink. The chaos was absolute. Purple was voted out. I immediately triggered the reactor meltdown and repaired it alongside Cyan and White. I watched Cyan head up towards upper engine, but what caught my attention was far more important. White suddenly stopped moving. When a detective performs an interrogation, they are forced to stand completely still while their notes open up. And then I remembered. White asked earlier what type of kill it was. Now I understood. White was the detective. He could easily expose me as a shapeshifter. The risk was unacceptable, so I quickly eliminated him in security, ran out, and immediately closed the doors behind me. I walked side by side with Cyan. Then the body was reported. Pink cleared Blue, and I cleared Cyan. Red tried to accuse Pink again, but his words were completely useless. I had already turned the entire crew against him. Red was voted out. I was now the ultimate crewmate. I transformed into Pink right before his eyes. He knew I was the killer, but he was entirely powerless to stop me. Every single remaining player would believe my word over his. I sabotaged communications and waited with absolute patience. When Cyan arrived, I allowed him to repair it before ruthlessly striking him down. Pink desperately rushed to hit the emergency button and accused me. I only needed to type a single word, and Pink's pathetic fate was sealed forever. And with that, I seized my ultimate victory. I do not need anyone. Pawns are merely tools meant to be used and sacrificed. In the end, I alone stand at the pinnacle of this new world.